it wasn't because they were like woke leftists. That's not why you moderate your content on your social media site. You moderate your content because you're a capitalist and you want to make more money. It's a wonderful day in the homiehood, a wonderful day for a homie. Won't you be my homie to Taro? So, Elon, conservative golden boy, self-made man whose only claim to fame, the only help he got from his family was that they owned an emerald mine in South Africa, where they were able to exploit the labor of African people and, also exploit the land for creating beautiful, beautiful gems. AKA Hank Scorpio. Yeah, for real. So he wants to make these changes to Twitter starting April 15th, which is like 2 weeks away. Only verified accounts will be eligible to be in For You recommendations. This is the only realistic way to address advanced AI bot swarms taking over, which is also not a problem. The problem that people are having right now is that there's blue checkmark accounts everywhere, and the blue checkmark accounts are the bots. Because you can sign up, you can create a bot, sign it up for Twitter Blue. There's no verification process, and you get a blue checkmark because you're just paying. So if you were, let's say, wanted to run a crypto scam, you could use a bot to do that and pay $8 a month in order to run your scam, which might make you thousands of dollars a month. It is otherwise a hopeless losing battle. I mean, the real hopeless losing battle, unfortunately, is the one that we are fighting against Elon Musk and his control over Twitter. Honestly, we need to start passing laws that rich people, billionaires, are not allowed to buy social media sites. We talk about the town hall. Elon Musk always is talking about, well, Twitter is the town hall. We need freedom of speech in the town hall. No, a billionaire owning the town hall is not freedom of speech. You know who's supposed to own town hall? The town. And then it's supposed to be something that we own, the people, or the government of the people, right? But then, of course, like conservatives would be like, but isn't that socialism? It's like, you're fucking goddamn right it is. But you have to pay to have a blue check mark. What's the point of Twitter? There's no point. There's no point in Twitter anymore. Voting in polls will require verification for the same reason. Okay, yeah, so we're not even allowed to vote in polls. So this, you know why? It's because Elon Musk ran that one poll where he's like, should I step down as the CEO of Twitter? And guess who won? The people voting yes. And he was so butthurt about that. Like, he couldn't just take an L. He's like,
Got to try and take it easy till I get back to normal.
Yes, of course it is. What are your pronouns, Ali? What if you have a poll? You're not going to be able to run a poll as someone without a check mark. That's the other sad thing. So Elon Musk, what a fool. I mean, this is a safe space for trans people, but unfortunately Twitter, the way it's going, is not going to be a safe space for trans people with Chief Twit Elon Musk here actively trying to make it less and less safe. So yeah, it's really just pathetic to see micro penis Elon Musk being like, I can't believe I lost the Twitter poll once. You know who would vote in favor of my staying on as CEO of Twitter? Everyone who pays me $8 a month. She's, her, hers, herself, her own, her real self, and more. Wow. There's some of those aren't pronouns, but we'll give it to you. Twitter is not safe. I read what was posted by Ben Shapiro. Yes, I know. Like, they allow like open calls for genocide on Twitter, but they're like, we need to protect ourselves from AI bot swarms taking over. You know what really sucks is that So this is Twitter, obviously. Please don't show me porno like right off the bat because I'm live right now. Um, so what they want is you have this following tab, which is basically like how Twitter used to be. Um, it's like you get to see the stuff from everyone you follow. You still get too much, in my opinion. I wish you could turn off retweets. Like you can go to everyone's individual profile and turn off retweets. But I wish you could just turn off like all retweets from all followers. Like I mostly just want to see the content from the people that I see. I guess retweets is how you discover cool and new people if your followers are cool. But what they're saying is that this tab, the For You tab, is only going to be recommended people with blue check marks. Like here I have I'm recommended this by Colin Chepica because I like Colin and their tweets, and they're probably talking about something progressive and social justice oriented. But in the future, as of April 15th, if Elon Musk has his way, we're only going to get crappy blue verified check marks who, just so we know, are not necessarily real people. They might be real bots. So there's really actually no point to going through For You anymore. Actually, it's going to be funny because you're going to be able to go through For You and you're going to be able to just like block everyone with a blue check mark. It's like, yeah, like if you block 10 blue check marks a day, eventually you'll have an excellent Twitter experience. Hopefully I'm rich enough to buy Twitter one day so you can ban transphobia. True. Same here, but I don't think, I mean, Elon Musk bought it for whatever, $40 billion or whatever. Like he got completely ripped off. So I feel like he's a petulant child and he will never part ways with Twitter because he spent so much money on it. So he's going to spend the rest of his life soy boying over it and trying to figure out how he can make his money back. And it's going to be really entertaining in some sense to see, but also really sad because as much as I call Twitter a hellscape and as much as it is a place where kind of like the worst kind of discourse happens, I really like Twitter, and I really like the format of like micro blogging and being able to just like post really short form thoughts. It could be better. I wish it would improve in a way that makes the platform better, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case under Elon Musk. He's a narcissist, so he'll never tire of that attention. Yeah, exactly. Like imagine spending whatever, $40 billion and you're like, well, at least I can stroke my own ego. Um, you know? And I think there are a lot of ways you probably could monetize Twitter, none of which should involve making the user experience worse. You're going to need users. That's the thing that makes Twitter valuable. It's not users paying, it's actually just the quantity of users. So if you're pushing people away by saying, hey, this is actually only for people who are paying $8 a month, people are eventually going to go elsewhere. You like trolling, mostly Dave Smith? True. Narcissist of the highest kind? Yes. And he's not even cool. He's not even like the cool kind of high that he used to be when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, when everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe Elon Musk smoked weed like a loser. Okay, I'm just kidding. Smoking weed is still cool, but Elon Musk made it less cool. I know the whole issue with transphobia is because he literally won't censor people for hate speech. Like, how can you not? Yeah, and I mean that is like one thing that is actually a breach of the terms of service of like Apple, like being even on like the Apple App Store. Is like you have to moderate your social media site so that people are not organizing to commit genocide against each other. Like it seems like a pretty good idea, right? To make sure that people aren't using hate speech on your app, because you know what that does? It encourages more people to use the app as opposed to feeling unsafe. right? So that's why Twitter had all of these things in place in the first place. It wasn't, let's be clear, it wasn't because they were like woke leftists. That's not why you moderate your content on your social media site. You moderate your content because you're a capitalist and you want to make more money. And that's what is so funny about Elon, because he's supposed to be this like amazing self-made businessman, and he made one of the most historically bad deals in the history of business. And as a result of that, he's run it into the ground, and now he's trying to pick up the pieces in ways that make the user experience like much, much worse. Started using Twitter right before Elon bought it, just so I could get a glimpse of how it used to be. Why is Apple not taking action? So I think they have begun to charge more money or something. I don't know. I think something about the Apple Store, I forget. Or it got like, I don't know. It might get taken off the Apple Store. I forget. I don't know. Facebook is so brutal for that too. Yeah, there's no safe space on the internet, sadly, except for obviously my homie Tutaro on Twitch. And it essentially does come down to that though. It's like people essentially need to create their own spaces that have their own moderators that are able to keep the community safe. And maybe that is just the reality of having an online community, is that there's going to be essentially like gladiator pits full of people just like doing horrible things, and it's going to be a free for all on places like Twitter. But it's up to us. Like, we could make our own Twitter circle even. And maybe that's an idea worth exploring. Although eventually I feel like that feature will be put behind a paywall, and in order to create a safe community, we're going to have to pay like $8 a month or whatever. TikTok is bad. That's the thing. Everything is bad, right? And yeah, thank you to our mods like Anti-Fur Squirrel and Ribbert and Rip Soup and Higsby and Angel Riot for keeping this a safe space. Like it is actually a good reminder that keeping a safe space is something that you have to actively engage in. And no space is technically safe, right? Like it's like somebody could come in at any moment and drop a bunch of slurs, right? And so you can never guarantee safety, but it's about creating a safer space, or as safe a space as possible.